You know what it is. This is a call for unity. This video was done with the prison background behind me because there's a list of rappers on the hit list that they want to take down because they made it out the jungle. And they're using our people to bring them down so it don't look like it's them bringing us down. So we're going to begin this video. Sit back, pay attention. I'm going to give y'all some jewels y'all not used to hearing because this is what time it is. Let's get this thing popping. All right? Make sure you subscribe while the intro is playing. Make sure you subscribe while the intro is playing. Make sure you like this video. Share this video. And most of all, subscribe. Alright, you know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, man. This one's about a call of unity. We need to come together. Everyone is sitting back. I use Puffy's look-alike mugshot that the Rolling Stones disrespected this man by using as a picture in the article because they want to make sure you see them where they want to put them and where they're using you to want to put them. The same way, right? Let's ride for them. We're going to ride for the beginning. We're going to ride for the beginning. The same way they had the war on drugs, right? They had the war on drugs. We was driving Mercedes-Benz. I had 30 cars at one time. Yes, I violated the community, and let me look into the camera and say I apologize. I'm rehabilitated. I served 26 years of my life in federal prison, and now I'm trying to give back to the youth. There's a time and place for rehabilitation. Where is this rehabilitation or this mental health evaluation or psychological treatment for Diddy and these issues that he obviously has? We're not even going to say allegedly has. You understand what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. Now, it was a war on drugs because we was making too much money, so they came at us. You understand? Now, they locked us up and got rid of us for decades. I've been gone 3 decades. I got homies been gone 4 decades, and I got homies gone 5 decades that's still within the belly of the beast. Look what happened to R. Kelly. Not defending R. Kelly for you rat bastards. I tell you now, it's going to be a lot of gunshots going off to you rat bastards today. Before I even begin, let me just give you 3 seconds to tap the hell out. Bang. You know what it is. Get off my channel. We don't need you here. Now, let me explain this to you. They used the war on drugs. They put in the media everything that was going wrong with the using of drugs, the selling of drugs, and the cause of drugs. Now, by them doing that, they had our people screaming that we need help. They went to the federal government for help to clean up the black community from the rampant, destruction that me and my brothers was causing. Now, when they did that, that's when the Europeans said, damn, Unique, Kevin Childs, Lou Sims, Peter Shue, C-Dog from California, Booby from the Booby Boys, Cass from California, JR from Chicago. We got so many of these black potential leaders out here. And they're leading their people to sell drugs to destroy their own community, and now their community is coming to us for help. So how do we help their community and help ourselves at the same time? That was the question. They said, we're going to help their communities by locking them up. You know what I mean? We're going to help them by locking them up, and we're going to help ourselves by locking them up for the rest of their lives so they never touch American soil or free man again. Because if they realized the power that they had, they would be able to be a force in this country. And we want to keep them as minorities because we never wanted to let them off the slave block. But good brothers like Noble Drew Ali, Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Farrakhan, Elijah Muhammad. And you see, I didn't name none of those fake politicians in Washington, D.C. that said they was for us. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the ones that was struggling with us, not the ones that walked with us and infiltrated what was going on and used it to get to Washington, saying they was going to Washington to help the people of our community. And when they went up there, they married woman, or married a black woman, but they felt like they was white on the inside, even though their skin was black on the outside, and they thought they'll be accepted by the Europeans. The same as Diddy thought that he made $1 billion. He's scot-free. They can't touch him. He got money to buy all the lawyers. He got everybody on his side. But you went against Ciroc, my nigga. Your biggest violation in their world. They looking at it like if you challenge the powers that be that put you in position. The same as we have Jay-Z. You know we got Diddy. We got Kanye West. We got Dr. Dre. We got Birdman, Drake, 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, Nas. These are millionaires that made it from out the community that we were raised in and still living in, and now we're trying to clean up. So now we buy all their records. We support them. They get real big. They move outside of the neighborhood. They don't come back to the neighborhood and do nothing. They might throw a school up and let some Europeans run it. They don't even put black people in charge of the schools they put up. Look what happened to Kanye when he put up his school. Security guard went at him for some discrimination or something like that when he was trying to help the people, when the security guard could have just talked to him. Instead, they go against him. Now, that was the war on drugs. Now it's a war on you rappers and entertainers that made it. Y'all all sitting back saying, I'm gonna pull back from Diddy. I'm doing that. I'm not even gonna answer his call. 50 Cent had the crazy joke where he was saying, I'll keep calling Jay-Z. He ain't answer the phone. You know what I mean? Nah, he ain't answer the phone. He's scared to death, my trigger. So is everybody else. Now, they all run from you. They leave you out there to dry, but they don't understand you can't run. As long as your bag go up, Jay-Z, as long as your bag go up, 50 Cent, as long as your bag go up, Dr. Dre, Birdman, Drake, they got their eyes set on putting you in one of these cages behind me because you're too powerful and you don't know the power you have, because you have the power to tell those millions of viewers and subscribers and followers you have on social media who to vote for. It's all about the power to vote. The biggest election of our lifetime is coming up right now in November. The biggest election of our lifetime. And right now they're allowing us to feed ourselves with all this foolery about what Puffy doing in the bedroom, what this one doing over here. I mean, Kanye and his anti-Semitic statements, they call it anti-Semitic. The man just spoke his mind. But, this is what I'm saying. When this type of thing happens here, I want you to fully understand that that's all a distraction to take your mind off of this, to take your mind off of the election that's coming up. You don't like this. I'm going to prove my point. Let me ride. Let me ride and prove my point. Now we have a congressman, we have a city district leader, we got you tell me, right? Y'all tell me who knows who's the lead prosecutor in their district where they live at? Who even knows his name? Put it in the comments. You know what I mean? Who watching this even vote for Congress or for the senators? Put that in there and be honest. A lot of y'all know who a congressman and senator is, and the ones they throw in the media to put in your face, the ones they want you to follow and listen to, or the ones they want you, to discredit or whatever. That's what they put up there. Everything is about Diddy. And these rat bastards, that's why I despise you so much. I mean, for real, you're worse than a cockroach. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even disrespect my Nikes by stepping on you. Because you don't even belong on the bottom of my shoe. That's what I feel about you rat bastards and flip-flop wearing and public trolls, because you keep this negativity to tear our people down. This is a time when we need to come together as one and support our people. Yes, they have issues. We all have certain issues. I had issues. I gave you 26 years of my life for it. Some of y'all have diarrhea of the mouth issues. And you deserve a gunshot too. Because you can't control what come out your mouth. And you just say anything to tear down one of our own. All those names that I named, Jay-Z, Diddy, Kanye West, Dr. Dre, Birdman, Drake, 50 Cent, Snoop, Nas, they created jobs for our people. They made a legacy for themselves worldwide. So now the powers that be saying these niggers is getting too big for their britches, and we got to pull them down to place, because, if we don't, they might wake up one day and run for office or help dictate who goes in office, and they know that we full of crap up here in Washington, and we never know when they're going to go against us. So let's just eliminate them and put them in one of them cells behind Unique and lock them up and throw away the key. I was with somebody yesterday, right? Let me ride again. I was with somebody yesterday on a boat ride, and they said, man, Unique, that's why I decided to do this show. They said, man, Unique, man, I can't believe, you pushing the content that you pushing, because that's a strong stance, and our people need to hear that. Then he went on to say, he said, man, just like they played a Diddy song out there. I think it was one that maybe Jay-Z wrote. I don't know the name of it. I think maybe Can't Stop, Won't Stop, whatever. They played one of the Diddy songs. And when they played the Diddy song on the boat, everybody rocking and partying, and nobody even thought about the problems that he's having. So my man said, that's one thing that they could never take out my playlist, man. I said, what's that? He said, all mother effing Kelly. He said, Kelly's serving his time doing what he needed to do, so I'm not talking about if he's innocent or guilty, but what I'm saying is he is a part of our history and our legacy. A lot of babies and love affairs, and romances, and wars was stopped behind R. Kelly's music. And just like Diddy's music. He said, I'm not going to take Diddy out my playlist either, because that's the next thing the Europeans going to say. Don't buy their music, don't play their music, because they want to shut down the bag to send them back, if not in a cage like what's behind me, to send them back to the block. And they kind of deserve it. I'm going to say that. They kind of deserve it. I say they kind of deserve it, because when you made the bag, you got scared of people like me, but it's people like me that supported you, Diddy. It's people like me was in Howard with you. When you was going to school in Howard and I was in Southeast D.C. running wild, dodging bullets, I brought all my bullet dodging and shooting at me comrades to your parties on Georgia Ave. You forgot about that, huh? You understand? When you do your concerts, it's us that got dressed up and went and got the fancy outfits and bought all of our comrades tickets that couldn't afford to go to full arenas and stadiums and buy your music. Then you make your money, and then you hire Europeans to work for you. You won't allow us to eat with you. Now you're screwed up, your knuckles is on the ground, and your derriere is in the air, and they're about to stick who knows what up in it. But you did that to yourself because you trusted the wrong people. Instead of sticking with your people, you made your bag, you moved out the neighborhood in a fancy neighborhood, started messing with Europeans, started messing with gold diggers, and you forgot the ones that love you. Misha was there with you from the beginning. You grabbed Kim Porter along the way. These are strong black women that you should have respected, but you disrespected them in public by running with these Europeans and all these mixed breeds and all this other stuff going on. You did that to yourself, my brother. But you know what? I'm so loyal to the street and my people, maybe because I'm a Garveyite. I'm so loyal that even though you didn't do for me, I'm still going to represent you because you're a black man, and I want our people to know that that's the very reason you should represent him. You remember, let me ride again. You know I like to ride. Let me ride. Can I ride? All right. Remember when Barack Obama was running for president? I told my own children, which was of age at the time, make sure y'all go and vote, for Obama so that I could die in my grave knowing that my children had a chance to vote for a black man. And yes, I didn't care what he stood for. He was a black man running for office from the ghettos that we're from out in Chicago. And a lot of us went and voted for that. Old people that never voted, couldn't walk and things like that, they also went and voted for him. You know what I mean? Now, the Europeans only get, with you when money is involved and their revenue could go up. Diddy made their revenue go up. Not only with the music, with that Ciroc. And you rat bastards, pay attention, man. Maybe I could convert one or two of you, rat bastards to have a little mice that, change their colors when they come out and become a hamster or something. You know what I mean? Now, right? And that's why I like that. I'm going to give him a shout out. You know what I mean? Somebody send this to King Erna. I'm gonna do something with King Erna. I want to do something with King Erna. A lot of y'all don't like King Erna, and I don't give a crap what you like. I like King Erna because he's for our people, and he stands on the code and principle. I might even drive all the way to Philly and do it with him in Philly. But I'm gonna do something with King Erna because maybe another strong black man such as myself, that's in this podcast world could get up here and really enlighten y'all that we need to stick together and why we need to stick together. I needed help. I got life plus 20. I'm not mad at anyone. A jury of my peers put me in prison. I didn't deserve to get life because I didn't have no murders, no violence, no none of that. But still, they put me in prison for life. And then the Honorable Donald Trump came in. That's another one that I love. Look at Donald Trump around the clock. I know you rat bastard don't like that. You know what I mean? Round of applause. Round of applause. Hold up, man. Hold up. The reason why, one of the reasons why I like Donald Trump, right? Not just because he freed me, because while he was the president, he listened to the people and what they wanted. But what happened is where the disconnect came in when Donald Trump was in is all of these black people was dogging him out for the election. When he got in office, they was dogging him out while he was the president. As soon as he got in on January 20th, when he signed in, they was, well, I want to see what he's going to do for us. Nigga, I wouldn't do nothing for you either. You come at me like that. It's called respect. It's called respect. You disrespect that man in every aspect of the word, and then you say, I want you to fake like the rest of the presidents that we had for all these years, and, and lie to me nicely. You understand? You wanted Donald Trump to lie to you nicely, but Donald Trump was just brutally honest with you. I heard him tell the black people something that the media went crazy about. He said to the black people that's been voting Democrat for over 50 years, he said, vote for me. What do you got to lose? Your life been screwed up for 50 years. Donald Trump actually said publicly, what do you got to lose? Vote for me. And they went crazy. I think he was right. What happened in the last 4 years? I'm not picking sides. I can't even vote. I'm not even going to vote. But I just want y'all to understand how this thing really work out. You know what I mean? I just want y'all to understand how this thing really work out. Now, they come at us because we get in the bag. They use the war on drugs, because don't forget, I'm riding. Just put your seatbelt on and enjoy the ride. We always get back to the point. We go back, right? They locked up R. Kelly. They're getting ready to lock up P. Diddy. No one knows who's next. But the bigger you get, and when you go against that power to be, it's like a Superman cape that's over their shoulders, all these black millionaires that they allowed in their circle. And when you screw up, you understand? When you screw up, they take that cape off of you and leave you out to dry. like they did Diddy. Took the cape off him. Now look, they got mugshots of this man out there. You think this is right? When this man, somebody put in the comments, right? Somebody put in the comments, one of my comments said, what are you talking about? What did Diddy have to do? How did Diddy help black people get jobs? How did Diddy help black people get money? Who you think worked at Bad Boy? Diddy got the same thing as Walmart, a corporation, a big ass company that hires a lot of people. So he creates jobs. And the best people for the jobs are the ones that go in there, whether they're black, white, or whatever. So how could you say, how did Diddy create jobs when he had the biggest record label, you know, in the world, of the United States, whatever you rat bastards want to play with this. Yeah, they got record companies in Europe bigger than Bad Boy, whatever. But you know how many people he hired to make those videos, to make the to do the engineering, pay the rappers, you know what I mean, to run the business. That's creating jobs. So all of y'all rooting for Diddy to go down. Diddy go down, they take everything he got. A lot of jobs gonna be lost for one, but they're not gonna do that. What they're gonna do is, right, this is what they're gonna do, right? You know, I'm gonna give you my prediction. They're gonna use that boy Brendan Paul to bring Diddy up on drug charges, like a continual criminal enterprise RICO type charge that's attached with what they call the forfeiture law. The forfeiture law is that if you're convicted of this crime, you have to forfeit everything that you've earned in the United States because it was a part of your illegal activity, gain, and growth. Y'all paying attention to this? So right now, they didn't tell y'all don't buy no Bad Boy music yet. They didn't tell y'all don't buy, you know, Ciroc because Diddy's on it. They didn't even tell you not to watch Revo. They just gave Diddy a bag and told him step aside. They didn't tell you none of that. You know why? Because once this is over, they plan on forfeiting, right, the company, Sean John, and everything he owned over to the federal government, and the feds is going to be running Bad Boy. So all you rat bastards is going to have a job working with the feds and Bad Boy. They're going to take Diddy out, and the feds is going to move in. They tried that back in the 80s with that car company. What was the name? The car company they had, man, the silver car they had that looked like the Back to the Future car. They grabbed that dude there to take his car company from him. They're going to get Diddy to get this company. You got to remember, when they went into Africa, they went into Africa because of the diamonds. When they went into, you know, Iraq, Afghanistan, and all that, they went for the oil. Now that they going up in Diddy's rectum, they going for Bad Boy. You know what I mean? They going deep for Bad Boy. And they're using our people to turn against him when this is a time for our people to wake up and see what is really going on. Somebody send this video to this clown Diddy. Diddy, you looking like a clown right now because you're still running around listening to these Europeans. Get at me. You know what I mean? And I'm going to give you the real on how to deal with your situation because those Europeans you paying, they went to school to study men like me, to give suckers like you the answer on how to deal with it when the pressure came down like it came down on me. But you don't want to give me the bag because I'm black. And you trust, man, because they went to school. They went to school to study the street. I was on the street surviving the street. So why would you go to somebody who studies and someone who survived, my nigga? I wouldn't, right? Let me ride, you know. I wouldn't go to a college to learn how to be a record mogul like yourself, baby. I'd rather come to you and let you teach me how you went through it than go to a college that studied you. Because you didn't go to college to be a record mogul. You lived it. You survived it and elevated it. Now you're on top. and felt you was above them or equal to them, and they brought that ass down, down, down until you're no longer in the picture, and they destroy your legacy. But this is where we as a people need to stand together for our brothers and sisters that they're gonna go at. Our sisters is not safe either. Let one of these sisters come out here and go against the companies that be, the corporations that be, like Diddy did. I'm gonna tear you down too, sister. Just like I spoke on Jaguar Wright. You know, I mean, I love her content because it's very entertaining. Nothing against it, so I'm not saying nothing negative about her. Not saying I agree with it, not saying I disagree with it. That's not my stance. I'm just using her as an instance. She's saying a lot of powerful names when she go on this YouTube going at Diddy because they all connected to Diddy. They sent her a warning shot when they locked her up for not returning a U-Haul. Who gets locked up with a warrant, police company get you and all that while you do an interview for not returning a U-Haul? Come on. You don't see that as a warning shot, Miss Jaguar, right? Not telling you to stop, not telling you to start, not telling you keep going, put the brakes, nothing. You do what your heart desire, because I'm doing what my heart desire by trying to reach out to my people, such as yourself, such as Diddy, such as Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Birdman, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Nas, all you rich triggers from the hood that made it, moved out the hood, and don't even drive through there to see how we living no more. It's just a memory to you. And then when you get in trouble, you all come running back to the hood. And now you want our support. Well, I don't hold no grudges, no malices or nothing, because I understood you was lost, you was blinded by the bag. You got the bag, now you can move in a $10 million house, $20 million house, $10 million houses in 5 different states and 8 different countries. You know what I mean? I would do the same too. But I wouldn't forget my people. Why wasn't a Bad Boy big recording studio put up in Harlem, Diddy? But instead you say, I opened a school for the kids. Oprah said, I opened a school in Africa for the women so the men would stay in the field plowing and the women will run the country because they'll be the ones with the brains. Do y'all see what's going on here? Thank you for the school in Harlem, Puffy. I drive by it every day. But you still should have put you should have put your Bad Boy office up in Harlem. I'm gonna show you a good example, you know what I mean, or somebody that know how to play the politics. Ex-President Bill Clinton, when he got out of office, he went to Harlem and opened up his office in the Harlem State Building because he had majority of the black people supporting him at that time. So he went to Harlem and put his office. Diddy, you could have went to the Harlem State Building and put Bad Boy Entertainment there, but instead you moved it down to Midtown. I was in federal prison, and when you did it, I said, damn, he done sold out. Why would you put it in Midtown when you could put it in Harlem and help your people? Imagine the studio, imagine Bad Boy record studio right there on 125th Street in the State Building where local up and coming, up and rising, want to be somebody rappers could just walk up in the building 2 blocks from their house and spit for the big mogul himself. But instead, he moved the office down to Midtown amongst the Europeans and got all this security, and you know nobody even went down there unless they worked there. So how was that for the people? And then now you're in trouble. You want the people of Harlem that you neglected to put the Bad Boy Company in Harlem to support you and hold you down. And I'm not telling them not to hold you down. As a matter of fact, I'm telling them to hold you down. Not to hold down the actions that you was accused of, because if you are guilty of any of those, you should be punished to the fullest extent of the law. Whether I agree with the law or not. But that's the democratic society we live in. So if you are guilty, you should be punished. But at the same time, I know when right before I got sentenced, even though, you know, I was making millions, selling 25 keys a day, they wanted to put me in front of a psychological evaluation and see if I was competent to get the time. They wanted to put me to talk to a bunch of psychiatrists to see if I was competent enough to get life. It don't matter if I'm crazy than a bed bug. They're still gonna rule me. They're still gonna rule me competent. So I told them, get out of here with that crap. Just give me my life and let me go. No, but if you talk to the psych, then, you know, we could probably get you in a mental institution. Come on, you think they're gonna believe I was crazy and sold 25 keys a day in Harlem? Got shot up, jumped off 6-story building, and then still went back and sold drugs, went to prison, came out, still went back, sold drugs, got shot at, shot people, did all this, been locked up for this and that, and they gonna rule me insane? What, I look stupid? Or you just want to get into my mind? Oh, you want to get into my mind so when, you know, Diddy get in trouble in 30 years, your sons can go to school and research and study my evaluation to help Diddy out of the situation he's in now. I get nothing for it, and your sons get 5-10 million out of Diddy because they got the answer to your problem, because they was able to evaluate Unique and his sentencing to see what made a kingpin, which is equivalent to a mogul, but just an illegal bastard. And that's all I was a legal bastard. Just like you rat bastards. You know what I mean? Can't stand you. Can't stand you. I had to give you a gunshot. Now, let me give you rats one more. Nah, kill it. Let me give you 2 more. That's what you rat bastards need. Get off my channel. But anyway, we must stick together, man. Let me tap out. Been on here long enough, you know, because too much water drowns the plant and too much sunshine burns the plant. I don't want to drown you, and I definitely don't want to burn you. I just want to enlighten you. So let me tap out. All right?
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
What?
Fresh out the can of 26,
Yeah.
he back on the strip, getting back in the mix.
Yeah.
What he mentions a gift.
Right.
You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this.
Real.
Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit.
Yeah.
Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn.
Real.
Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. Baby horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now you trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend an ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community yours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the root men.